The 2012 John Smith's Grand National, Saturday, April the 14th, due off at 4:15 p.m. Who's going to win it? That's the $64,000 question. We do have a beginner's guide in print on mirror.co.uk, but I thought it would be interesting to look through a few of the horses that are going to be running at Aintree this weekend. We're going to do this in three parts. The first 7 are going to be pretty much the favourites for Saturday's race. Then part 2 we'll deal with the second rank, if you like, in the betting, and then part 3, the third rank, just horses at a slightly bigger price. Let's start with the favourites though, and Synchronised, around 6 to 1 at the moment, the winner of the Cheltenham Gold Cup for John Joe O'Neill, JP McManus and AP McCoy. This horse has been favourite since his triumph at Cheltenham. On the plus side, he's well handicapped despite a big weight. He would be carrying more after winning at Cheltenham if the race were run, say, in a month's time. But there are a couple of negatives for Synchronised. The first is the price. If we want to back the winner of the Grand National, which we all do, of course, we want a bit more meat and potatoes in his odds than 6 to 1. I think that's a bit skinny. Factor in the fact that Synchronised had a hard race at Cheltenham, and also the fact that he's not particularly big. Now, I know size isn't everything, but a horse of bigger stature obviously can cope with the obstacles at Aintree with greater ease. I'd be inclined to go against Synchronised at his current odds. Junior, trained by David Pipe, 9 to 1. Another horse, again, I'd be tempted to take on at his odds. He's a winner at Royal Ascot and at the Cheltenham Festival. He's obviously in decent form after a close second at Doncaster last time. I just feel that with his price of 9 to 1, I think the handicapper knows all about this horse. Not too many secrets from him in that regard again. So I'd just like to take Junior on. West End Rocker, 10 to 1. He's been gambled on because of the rain on Merseyside this week. He won over the Aintree fences in the Beta Chase last December, and he's a dab hand when the ground is hock deep. I'm not sure it's going to be quite that deep at Aintree this weekend. Keep an eye on what the weather is doing for West End Rocker. Capa Bleu, he's trained by Evan Williams in Wales. He's not been an easy horse to train. He's had just 6 starts over fences. I wonder whether his stamina is going to hold out in the Grand National. Others in our opening part, Giles Cross, he's a mudlark like West End Rocker. Again, he's attracted support because of rain in the northwest this week. Ballabriggs, he won the race last year. He's £10 higher, but I must draw your attention to the statistic of previous winners of the John Smith's Grand National. Of the last 10, only one horse, Bindery, has won subsequently, and then only one race. I think Ballabriggs has got a good chance of getting round and making the frame, but statistically, his chances of winning are not very good. And finally, as we reach the top 7, as it were, in the betting, On His Own. Trained by Willie Mullins, and the choice of the top flight jockey Ruby Walsh. He's had just 6 starts over fences. That's a worry for me, and also the fact that he tends to jump to his right might not suit when you're going left-handed round Aintree. Well, that's the end of part 1 of our preview of the John Smith's Grand National 2012. We've looked at the top 7 in the betting. I'm not sure we found the winner. Let's see how we get on in part 2.